The Third Battle of Murfreesboro, also known as Wilkinson Pike or the Cedars, was fought December 5–7, 1864, in Rutherford County, Tennessee, as part of the Franklin-Nashville campaign of the American Civil War. Background: in a last desperate attempt to force Maj. Gen. William T. Sherman's Union Army out of Georgia, John Bell had led the Army of Tennessee north toward Nashville in November 1864. After suffering terrible losses at Franklin, he continued toward Nashville. Hood recognized that federal forces at Murfreesboro posed a significant threat to his right flank, his supply line and his possible retreat route. On December 4, 1864 he sent Maj. Gen. Nathan Bedford Forrest with 2 cavalry divisions and Maj. Gen. William B. Bates infantry division to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Battle. On December 2, Hood had ordered Bates to destroy the railroad and blockhouses between Murfreesboro and Nashville and join Forrest for further operations. On December 4, Bates' division attacked Blockhouse No. 7 protecting the railroad crossing at Overalls Creek, but Union forces fought it off. On the morning of December 5, Forrest marched toward Murfreesboro in 2 columns, one to attack the fort on the hill and the other to take Blockhouse No. 4, both at La Vergne. Forrest demanded the garrisons at both locations surrender, which they did. Outside La Vergne, Forrest joined Bates' division and the command advanced onto Murfreesboro along 2 roads, driving the Union forces into their Fortress Rosecrans fortifications, then encamped in the city outskirts for the night. The next morning, on December 6, fighting fled for a couple of hours, but the Union troops ceased firing and both sides glared at each other for the rest of the day. Brig. Gen. Claudius W. Sears and Brig. Gen. Joseph B. Palmer's infantry brigades joined Forrest's command in the evening, further increasing his numbers. On the morning of December 7, Maj. Gen. Lovell Rousseau, commanding all of the forces at Murfreesboro, sent 2 brigades out under Brig. Gen. Robert H. Milroy on the Salem Pike to feel out the enemy. These brigades were led by Col. Minor T. Thomas, a veteran of the Dakota War, and Col. Edward Anderson, with Thomas' brigade forming the first line of battle and Anderson forming the second. Milroy engaged the Confederates and fighting continued. At one point some of Bates' troops broke and ran. Forrest seized the colors of the retreating troops and endeavored to rally them. Bates was equally unsuccessful. The rest of Forrest's command conducted an orderly retreat from the field and encamped for the night outside Murfreesboro. Forrest had destroyed railroad track, blockhouses, and some homes and generally disrupted Union operations in the area. More importantly, he succeeded in keeping Rousseau confined to Murfreesboro and kept the important supply line and retreat route open. Order of battle. Union District of Tennessee, Maj. Gen. Lovell H. Rousseau. Defenses of the Nashville and Chattanooga Railroad, Maj. Gen. Robert H. Milroy 1st Provisional Brigade, Col. Minor T. Thomas 8th Minnesota Infantry, Col. Minor T. Thomas, LTC Henry C. Rogers 61st Illinois Infantry, LT. Col. Daniel Grass 174th Ohio Infantry, Col. John S. Jones 181st Ohio Infantry, Col. John O'Dowd 13th New York Light Artillery, CPT. Henry Bundy 2nd Provisional Brigade, Col. Edward Anderson 177th Ohio Infantry, Col. Arthur T. Wilcox 178th Ohio Infantry, Col. Joab A. Stafford 12th Indiana Cavalry, Col. Edward Anderson 5th Tennessee Cavalry, Col. William Brickley Stokes, Confederate Cavalry Corps, Maj. Gen. Nathan B. Forrest Buford's Division, Brig. Gen. Abraham Buford Bell's Brigade, Col. Tyree Bell Crossland's Brigade, Col. Edward Crossland Jackson's Division, Brig. Gen. William Hicks Jackson Armstrong's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Frank C. Armstrong Ross's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Lawrence S. Ross. Attached Infantry, Bates Division, Maj. Gen. William B. Bate Tyler's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Thomas Benton Smith Finley's Brigade, Major Jacob A. Lash Jackson's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Henry R. Jackson. Stevenson's Division Browns and Reynolds's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Joseph B. Palmer. French's Division Sears's Brigade, Brig. Gen. Claudius W. Sears.